In the quiet, upscale neighborhood of Westfield, New Jersey, stands a stately home at 657 Boulevard. This house, now infamous, became the center of a chilling series of events that began in 2014 when the Broaddus family bought the property, excited to move into their dream home. This ominous saga of ensnared Derek and Maria Broaddus along with their 3 children, in a web of dread and uncertainty. The joy of the Broaddus family quickly turned to fear when, shortly after purchasing the house, they began receiving mysterious and disturbing letters. These letters came from an anonymous sender who called themselves the Watcher. The letters claimed that the Watcher's family had been keeping an eye on the house for decades and was now responsible for watching and waiting for its second coming. The letters were eerie and threatening. The Watcher seemed to know a lot about the house and its history. They warned the Broaddus family against making any renovations. The letters made the family feel unsafe, even though they had not yet moved into the house. One of the most chilling aspects of the letters was the Watcher's claim of a long-standing connection to the house. In one letter, the Watcher wrote,
657 Boulevard has been the subject of my family for decades now, and as it approaches its 110th birthday, I have been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming. My grandfather watched the house in the 1920s, and my father watched in the 1960s. It is now my time.
This statement suggested that the Watcher had a personal and possibly obsessive interest in the house that spanned generations, making the Broaddus family feel like they were being watched by someone with a deep, almost fanatical attachment to their new home. The letters also contained many disturbing questions and statements. One such message read,
Do you know what lies within the walls of 657 Boulevard? Why are you here? I will find out.
These cryptic questions created a sense of dread and mystery about the house itself, making the family question the safety and history of their new home. Perhaps the most frightening aspect of the letters was the focus on the Broaddus family's children. The Watcher referred to them as young blood, writing,
Have they found what is in the walls yet? In time they will. I am pleased to know your names now and the name of the young blood you have brought to me.
This creepy reference to their children was especially alarming for the parents, heightening their fears for their kids' safety. The Watcher also enjoyed teasing the family about their identity, adding to the anxiety and paranoia. One letter stated,
There are hundreds and hundreds of cars that drive by 657 Boulevard each day. Maybe I am in one. Look at all the windows you can see from 657 Boulevard. Maybe I am in one.
This message implied that the Watcher could be anyone and could be watching from anywhere, making the family feel constantly surveilled and vulnerable. These disturbing letters had a profound impact on the Broaddus family. They were so frightened by the messages that they decided not to move into the house at all. The fear and stress from the letters made them feel unsafe, even though they had not lived in the home yet. Eventually, the Broaddus family, who bought it for $1.3 million in 2014, they sell the house at a financial loss, just to escape the nightmare. Constructed in 1905, the house at 657 Boulevard is a classic Dutch colonial revival home, a popular architectural style in the early 20th century. Its historical charm and elegant design made it an attractive purchase for the Broaddus family. Before the Broaddus family, the Woods family owned the house since 1990. It remains unclear whether they experienced any incident similar to what the Broaddus family faced. However, the neighborhood has a dark past. In 1971, John List, a resident of a nearby home, infamously murdered his family, bringing unwanted notoriety to the otherwise peaceful community. The act of being watched by the Watcher had profound psychological effects on the Broaddus family. The letters made them feel unsafe in their own home, creating a sense of fear and paranoia. This constant feeling of being observed and stalked led them to decide not to move into the house at all. After receiving terrifying letters from the Watcher, the Broaddus family decided to take legal action against the previous owners, John and Andrea Woods. The Broaddus family claimed that the Woods had received at least one letter from the Watcher before selling the house but failed to disclose this information. They argued that the Woods should have informed them about the letters, as they were crucial to the house's value and the family's decision to buy it. In their lawsuit, the Broadus family alleged that the Woods family's failure to disclose the letter was misleading. They believed that knowing about the letter could have influenced their decision to purchase the house. However, in 2017, a Superior Court judge dismissed the case due to a lack of evidence. The judge concluded that there was not enough proof that the Woods had deliberately hidden knowledge of the Watcher from the Broadus family. The story of the Watcher house quickly gained national attention. It was covered extensively in various news articles and reports, becoming a topic of widespread interest. The mystery and eerie nature of the case also inspired a Netflix series, The Watcher, which dramatized the events and brought even more attention to the story. Public reaction to the case was mixed. Many people felt sympathy for the Broadus family, understanding the fear and distress caused by the letters. Others were fascinated by the mystery and the fact that the case remained unsolved. Locally, the case had a significant impact on the Westfield community. Some residents were so unsettled by the story that they changed their routines to avoid passing by the house. The case of the Watcher has sparked numerous theories aiming to unravel the mystery behind the chilling letters received by the Broadus family. One prevalent theory suggests a psychological compulsion drives the Watcher. This proposes that the person responsible finds satisfaction in creating fear and asserting control over the Broadus family. Such individuals may have an obsessive need to observe and intimidate, deriving gratification from the psychological impact on their victims. Another plausible theory revolves around a property dispute. It speculates that the Watcher could be someone feeling aggrieved by the sale of the house or changes in the neighborhood. The letters, in this theory, serve as a method to express dissatisfaction or to pressure the new owners into leaving the area, potentially reclaiming what they believe is rightfully theirs. An attention-seeking hoax theory is also considered in cases like the Watcher. This theory suggests that the letters might have been fabricated as an elaborate prank. The motives behind such a hoax could range from seeking attention or amusement to stirring up curiosity and concern within the community, creating a mystique around the house. Furthermore, there's speculation that the Watcher could be inspired by fiction or previous real-life cases. This theory posits that the perpetrator drew ideas from stories or news reports about similar incidents. By mimicking these scenarios, they could craft their own enigmatic narrative for personal satisfaction or to achieve a specific impact on the community. One theory suggests that the Watcher could be a local resident who developed an unusual fixation on the house. This theory is based on the detailed knowledge of the house and the neighborhood mentioned in the letters. The intimate familiarity with the property's history and the activities of the Broadus family could indicate someone with close proximity to the house. Some have suggested that the letters may have been part of an elaborate hoax. This theory speculates that the Broadus family themselves could have orchestrated the letters for reasons unknown. However, this theory is largely dismissed due to the significant financial and emotional toll the case took on the family, making it unlikely that they would fabricate such a distressing situation. DNA analysis of the letters indicated that they were sealed by a woman. This led investigators to consider several female suspects in the area, but no matches were found. The DNA evidence briefly raised hopes of identifying the Watcher, but ultimately, it did not lead to a breakthrough in the case. A more recent theory involves Robert Kaplow, a retired teacher and author from the Westfield area. Allegedly, Kaplow had mentioned writing letters to a house in Westfield and had family ties to the previous owners of 657 Boulevard. His brother, Richard Kaplow, was an attorney who represented the Woods family, the former residents of 657 Boulevard, when the Broadus family sued them for not disclosing they had received a letter from the Watcher as well. Former students of Robert Kaplow claimed that he used to talk about writing letters to a house in Westfield, which led to speculation about his involvement in the Watcher case. However, Robert Kaplow has denied these claims, stating that the house he wrote letters to was a different property and that his letters were admiring rather than threatening. Despite these intriguing connections, the mystery remains unsolved, and no evidence has been found to definitively link Robert Kaplow or any other individual to the Watcher letters. The case continues to be a source of fascination and speculation due to its unresolved nature and the chilling impact it had on the Broadus family and the community. Despite these theories, the true identity of the Watcher remains elusive. No conclusive evidence has been found to support any single theory, leaving the case unresolved and shrouded in mystery. Hey guys, Before you close the video, I just want 32 seconds of yours to announce something very important. This is specifically for those who love to read. I just wanted to tell you guys that recently I've started writing a few short novels which involves my thoughts and opinions. I've also written 5 novels by now and uploaded them on Google Drive. If any of you people are interested in my thoughts in the form of words, I would like to request you to give my short novels a read. They are available on my Google Drive. You can read them by clicking on the links in description. You won't need any kind of sign up, payment or ads. It's absolutely free, and you can even download it. I just want to know whether I am capable of writing or not.